After years of research, scientists finally developed a perfume that smells like success. Unfortunately, only the rich celebrities can afford it. So that's no good, is it? Why did the perfume decide to go to therapy? It had a lot of bottled up emotions, that's why. Why did the cologne decide to get a job? Because, like all of us, it needed the extra sense. I mean, obviously, come on. Anyway, welcome back to my little channel, Sarah Selection. Hope you're all well. Welcome if you're here for the first time. Today, I decided to do, before I spritz the whole lot into oblivion and use up, I decided to share my little Sol de Janeiro collection, which I've just started. And I'm only sorry that I didn't discover them earlier. They were a little bit pricey for me because they're a perfume mist, but I had seen them advertised everywhere and I gave in, not gonna lie. And if you recall a Primark haul I did recently, I bought a dupe set and I finally gave in. I was gonna put it in a giveaway, but it's very heavy, would cost a lot to post it. So I opened it up and used it all and it was delicious. It was this scent here, the 62. It's a dupe of 62. So like a sec, like almond or something? No. Pistachio, caramel, and vanilla. So that went down well. I will be doing a giveaway, just something I can send from Amazon because of postage costs. Anyway, I went on my cruise, as you know, and the first stop we made was Oslo in Norway. And Oslo, I don't know if it's all over Norway or just Oslo, but they have their own sort of equivalent to Sephora. And they had some really good deals in there. And I was like, no, 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 you're on a budget. You're meant to be good. You spent thousands on a silly cruise. You can't afford anything, Sarah. And I thought, no, I'm on holiday. Screw it. I'm going to buy myself a nice scent to spritz all around my cabin and waste. And life's too short kind of vibe. Enjoy. Just spritz it everywhere and smell it everywhere and just, enjoy it while I was on my cruise, feeling like a rich person. Anyway, I spritzed it. As you do, you go, ch-ch-ch. You don't think about whoever's behind you, go to you. But anyway, the one I settled upon was, this is my full-size one. It's the only full-size one I've got. But it is the Cheirosa, which means to smell good in Portuguese, I believe, 59. And I'm going to do a little spritz just to cheer myself up. And I'm so hot and sweaty, because it's humid, that I'm going to spray it on my face so it's like a mist. Oh, I remember the first time I smelt this. It is absolutely delish. This size is something like 90 mil, and it's a bit longer than my hand. I know, not that you really need to know that, but anyway, it is vanilla orchid, sugared violet, and sheer sandalwood. I'm not really a fan of sandalwood. It reminds me of that Santal perfume, which I think smells like pickles. But this combination, I was looking for a violet perfume, and I believe that Stella McCartney's one had violet in, that was discontinued. And I can't find anywhere a violet one apart from, is it Tom Ford that does a really expensive one? I thought, no, you're meant to be saving to buy a home, Sarah. So this is what I settled on at this Sephora dupe, Sephora equivalent place, and it was 24 quid normally, but I bought it for about 18 or 19 quid with the exchange. I thought that was quite good. So that was my introduction into the world of Sol de Janeiro. I mean, we all know about the bum bum cream, don't we? And the wash and stuff. And I thought I could buy a wash or a bum bum cream, but I thought, no, I want another perfume to add to the collection. And then I thought, when I was in Marlow, house sitting a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I was walking down the high street and suddenly I saw this Space NK sign and I thought, that's a sign to go in and have a browse. So I did buy something else stupid, which I can't afford. I was looking for the La Neige lip gloss, lip balm thing, and I settled upon the Summer Friday one, which I'd never heard of, but it was gorgeous. And it's something like iced cappuccino. Don't know where it is, it's somewhere. And that was about, I can't believe I'm admitting this. I hope my mother never watches this. 22 quid for a lip balm, something like that. Anyway, it is what it is, okay? Then I thought, oh, I need another perfume just while I'm house sitting. I mean, we're going to get to this in a minute, my spending. In a minute, I'm going to tell you about my spending ban for July. I mean, July's only got one more week to go, but you wait till I tell you what I've been buying. So stupid sometimes. Anyway, I did want a replica perfume. I really wanted that one that smells like, I know it's been discontinued, but it's like it smells of lipstick or something. And I really wanted something similar to that that's almost, this sounds gross, but like Play-Doh and creamy and pastely and light and like sugared violets. And you know, sugared violet, Parma violet things you can eat, those sweets. I wanted something a bit like that and Play-Doh mixed together. Couldn't find it. I nearly bought the one called, I think, Beach Walk or Night Walk or Night Beach Walk. It's very fresh and clean and sweet at the same time. But then I thought, oh, they're going to do more of these, aren't they? And I happened upon this. So a box of 4, and they are expensive. For 4 teeny tiny ones, these are 30ml, I think. And maybe I think, of course I can find out. 30ml. They're tiny. So 1 fluid ounce, I think that is. And they were, for 4 of these, again, I hope my mother never watches this, 38 quid. They're tiny. And I sound really dramatic, like, oh, don't tell my mother, but if they were de Perfume and they're really thick and heavy and they lasted, fair enough. But I will say one thing straight up, on me anyway, I can't speak for everyone, they don't last. I'll spritz it and I'll smell gorgeous for a few minutes, or my surrounding area, or, you know, get a nice whiff from you when I go into a room. And you can mix them as well, layer them like Jo Malone perfumes, but they don't last, I have to admit. I think you really build up the scent with the bath, the shower gel, the cream, and then the spritz. And I do like to spritz. I can spritz for England, I tell you that for nothing. So in the 4-pack that were 38 quid, the box was 38 quid. I stupidly threw away the box. Anyway, so I've got my main one here, and this is how big it is in comparison. So it comes with the same one of that one, which is the 59. And again, as I've said, it's got vanilla orchid, sugared violet and sheer sandalwood, and it's delicious. It's really fresh and clean and sweet and gourmand and creamy at the same time because of the vanilla. And then I'll go through the last 3, give my opinion. And again, I don't speak for everyone. People might be like, you're so weird, you're wrong, that's gross, that one, that's amazing. But anyway, I'm going to start with my absolute favourite. It's a big decision. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer, this one or this one. So the 62 you've probably heard of is the original. It's the one that everyone knows. And yes, I'm going to be spritzing them and enjoying them while I speak. Let's have a quick whiff. Went right in my... oh, I can taste it as well. That's not the best start really, but this one is the OG, call it. And it consists of, and it's really gourmand, really edible, really creamy, and always gets you in the mood. It's lovely. Pistachio, salted caramel, and vanilla. I think they all have vanilla in their base, because they have a sort of slightly sweet, powdery, creamy, sort of delectable base to them, like Jo Malone's. Oh, I love Jo Malone perfume as well. But Jo Malone, if you're watching, anyone who works with Jo Malone, love your perfumes, but they don't last on me. I have to really spritz them throughout the day, and they're my absolute favourite apart from these, and I wish they all last on me, but they don't. Anyway, so I think that's my absolute fave. That is in my timeless memory bank of perfumes now, which it's up there with my Miss Dior, my favourite Jo Malone's, my Agent Provocateur, you know, all the best for me, or ones that work best for me. It might not be the same for you, and you might be like, what is your problem? You've got a really odd view on perfume. Yeah, probably do. We're all different, but I know what I like. And I've changed throughout the years. I used to love really heavy perfumes, like slightly musky and oriental, like, you know, amber and all the saffron, that kind of thing, and oils. And I used to love the Body Shop, the really heavy ones as well, like the Dewberry one. Oh, do you remember the Dewberry? and the peach one, oh, so good. But now I favour, I have to say, really fresh, fruity ones. So grapefruit from Jo Malone. I think probably that's my absolute favourite. But for a while I loved creamy vanilla based like powdery ones like Dune. Remember that from Dior? And I've got back into that now. But I love my fruity, zesty, refreshing ones as well. Anyway, the next one, which I have used a heck of a lot because I went on a house sit to about to say Birmingham, Brighton recently, and I didn't have any other perfumes with me. I was determined this time not to buy any more because I'm on a budget, and I took this one with me, and as you can see, I've used most of it up in just 4 days because I spritzed it here, there, everywhere, over my shoes, my clothes, my hair. Well, that rhymes. And this is 68, and 68 has, well, I'll read you the little blurb, shall I? Step into Rio's garden by the sea with notes of Brazilian jasmine, pink dragon fruit, and ocean air. Yeah, it's nice. I didn't like it at first, hence the reason I took it with me. I thought I could just spritz it everywhere and use it up and then use the bottle afterwards. But it grew on me and I really like it now. This is something else I would consider buying. I believe you can get like a little pack, like a 30 quid pack from them. And it's like a little transparent plastic makeup bag with pink piping. And it's got a mini travel, it's a travel set, a travel version of Bum Bum Cream, shower gel, and one of these. And I'm considering repurchasing it at some point. I do like it. It's very nice. And then the last one, which I don't want to be negative, but it just isn't me, okay? Nothing wrong with it. I'm sure it's delightful if you like this kind of thing. But I've smelt so many cheap body mists like this and so many dupes that I think for me it's always going to feel like a dupe rather than an actual Sol de Janeiro perfume. And it is, last but not least, 76. So I'm not leaving the best for last. This is the one I don't really like. I use this, how do I put it, when you go into the loo and it's smelling less than fresh and you want it smelling fresh and clean and no human traces, and also when you leave a loo, it's just polite, isn't it? And in my car, if I've had a takeaway and I can smell vinegar from my chips, or if I just feel a bit less than fresh, I will spritz this all over me just to get rid of it. And because it's sweet and it works for that, but it's not for me, I'm afraid. So the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa, or Cheirosa, however you say it, I don't speak Portuguese apart from de nada and obrigado and ciao and si, that's all I can say. So 76 consists of, oh, it says this is for the discotheque of Brazil, discotheque era. Okay, well, that's interesting. So it consists of midnight jasmine, jasmine again, black currant, and amber woods. I love the smell of amber. So I don't know what the problem is. I think it's the mix. I find it really heavy. I'm having a little spritzy. Actually, I'm having a spritz of that. I'll just compare them. Oh, again, that is so fruity and clean and sweet. It's like Ribena, but in a good way. So this one, I'm going to spritz. This has actually got black currant, ironically, but I don't get Ribena from it. Yeah, I can really smell the alcohol in it. I just don't like it. I don't like it as much. I sound so rude and ungrateful, but that one I would not repurchase or recommend. It's just not for me, or doesn't work on me, whichever way you look at it. But these three, oh, that's a nice one. And then, I'm so lucky I have problems like this. I've obviously got an easy life. Long may it continue, but I just can't decide. I think I love that one, but I think that has just got the edge. Actually, no, I love that one, but I think this one has just got the edge because it's got a little something je ne sais quoi in it. It's got an extra bit of, I think it's the violet mixed with all the other ingredients. Let's have another, let's spray it on this one. Oh, those two together. Nice. Fruity, clean, fresh, and something a little bit dark and sort of, sultry. And, when you're going for a night out and, going for a dance down by the beach. Who goes for a dance down by the beach at night? Actually, having said that, when I was in Brighton and Worthing, went to Worthing as well, I went for lots of dark, not midnight, I'm not that weird or stupid, but I went for some late night walks on my own, and you feel very safe in both places because there are people frigging everywhere. It's pulsating with noise, action, partying, and I went for many nights, many night walks. And the smell of these two combined, it reminds me of that time, and the slight freshness, fresh but salt, sort of aroma of the sea and the air, and I can't explain it. It's just it captures a certain time. Anyway, I will try not to bang on too much more, but I will let you in on the fact that I am on a severe beauty ban. I lost my credit card the other day again, and something else happened. I actually did have another little scam from a company that I paid for something online. They tried to get me into a subscription. They kept trying to take the money. Then another, it's just absolute mess. So I was without a credit card for a while, and so Amazon didn't have any money from me this week. But I looked back at my spending over the last year, and I'm absolutely shocked at how it tots up, like neon bits and bobs, lip glosses left, right and centre, eye pencils when I keep losing them left, right and centre, new tweezers, perfumes, body sprays. What else have I bought? Lots of hair dye, but I saved money in that. Lots of body washes, lots of things from M&S and Nux, or Nukes, how you pronounce it. Lots, just hundreds of pounds worth. I can't believe it. You know, if you're a big YouTuber, you get sent things for free, and you know, they obviously try to sell them to you, and however savvy I believe I am, I think I won't buy anything, I won't be forced to buy it, I won't be talked into it. The odd things does filter down to me, and I sound very much like Meryl Streep talking to Anne Hathaway's character in The Death Wears Prada, because she's like, oh, I'm not interested in fashion, you know, and she's like, oh, that blue, it was developed here, and then went down to this level, until it was on the sale rack where you bought it, my dear, that kind of thing. So I ignore all these fads on the whole, like makeup, clothing, shoes, whatever. I'm not into designer labels, I haven't got a designer bag, but perfumes I love, and after a while, if you go on about something enough to someone, you know, a little bit stays here, doesn't it? And I would find myself click, yes, and buying presents for people as well. And I'm trying to stop doing that, at least for a while. So we're into the last week of July, which I know is not much. It's just a week, but I'm not going to use my Amazon account for a week. And then I'm going to try and use everything up. I'm going to show you when I'm at my mother's house next. I must have about 20 moisturisers and body butters, and I'm going to try and use them up and give them away to people that need them. They're not used or opened, and I'm going to try and go through everything before I make any new purchases. Things like medication or things to do with health, like supplements, that's fine, but perfumes, nail varnishes, makeup, body butters, body lotions, SPFs, oh my gosh, it's got to be paused for now, because I've got a lot of other expenses coming up, which I will tell you about in another video, and I'm going to try and be good because I don't need the stuff. The other day, I'm ashamed to say, I decluttered at my mother's house, and I was in such a hurry to get rid of things, and this sounds so bad, but it went to landfill. I didn't give anything away, I didn't sell it, I didn't give it to a charity shop. I just saw red, it was like, ew, ew, like the woman in Kill Bill, and the red mist descended, and it all went into a bin bag, I'm afraid, just to get it out of my sight. Do you know what I mean? So I decluttered the heck out of the room at my mother's house, and I let the cat come in then, and I've got rid of a load of stuff. It feels very good to have a purge, but I can't let it happen again. It doesn't need to happen. I'm a minimalist, and I've decided to go also, I mean, this might work out even more expensive, but I've decided to get back to quality, not buy any crap, to buy decent stuff, to save up for a really nice perfume, a really nice body oil, a really nice body butter. I think you're spending again already. But anyway, there's a pause for now. Anyway, that being said, thank you very much for watching my little video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or critiques or questions, feel free to express yourself. You know, don't mind what you say as long as it's, you know, with good intent. Anyway, as I've said already, take care of yourselves and of each other, and I will catch up with you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.